Hi, and welcome to A Job Well Done. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Redragon K550 mechanical keyboard. This is a mechanical keyboard put out by a company, Redragon. Looks like it's a Chinese company trying to compete with some of the nicer mechanical keyboards out there from Corsair, such as the K70, K95. Obviously, the big difference here is since this is a Chinese copy of those keyboards, more or less is what it's looking like. It's got a much better price point. I'll try to keep this brief, try to run through. This is going to be an unboxing. I haven't even opened the box yet. Trying to see what's going on with this thing, but you know, I did just spill beer on my regular keyboard that I've been using for about 10 years now 2 days ago. So I'm pretty excited to open this up, as a few of my keys, especially the shift key, is a little sticking right now, so that's not ideal. But before we get started and unboxing and looking at the actual keyboard itself, just run through a few of the highlights. Number one, these are basically MX Cherry Brown equivalent keys. So that's the tactical bump versus the clicky, or the linear that you would find as a Cherry MX Red. So this one's kind of the hybrid in between someone who's going to be typing and someone who is also looking to game a little bit. So that's what we got there. It is a full-size keyboard. It's 104 keys. If you add in all the programmable keys, you're looking at 131 total keys. Plus, it does have the sound roller, which is a big thing to me. I prefer having the sound roller compared to buttons. Outside that, kind of the high points here. Obviously, price point, $65. You can't beat that. I think the comparable Corsair keyboards are running anywhere from like $140 to $150. So you got a good price point there. 12 programmable keys. Can't beat that. Mechanical brown, obviously, went over that. And having the sound wheel, which is big to me. So anyways, now that we've knocked that out of the way, let's go ahead and open the box up and see what we got. All right, so here's the box we have. As you can see, Redragon, you got full-size keyboard here. Here are your programmable buttons up here. You got 12 of them. The recording button, which I think is kind of nice. Looks like we got a couple preset buttons here, 3 of them. Not quite sure what this LR button is. Looks like these deal with the lighting of the keyboard itself. As you can see, it is an RGB keyboard. Looks like the lights might be coming through the keys, but we don't really know yet. Sound wheel, a couple media buttons. A button here for your calculator, which I think is pretty cool. Mail, and it mentions like a win-lock button. I don't know why you would do that and you wouldn't just hit Windows L, but it is an option there. Couple little notes here. First of all, let's look at the name, Redragon. I'm not really sure if this company is named Redragon because, it's not spelled that, or if it's Redragon or Redragon, or you could just say it really fast, which I suppose they're going for, Redragon. So that's what we got here. Got some of the highlights here at the bottom. One of the other things I didn't mention before, it does have 2 USB pass-throughs. So that's pretty cool. See if there's anything else on the front. Not really. Oh, it does mention here that apparently these are customizable mechanical switches. So I think they're their own proprietary mechanical switches, but it looks like you can change them out if you want to. Not really sure how cost-effective that would be, but it is nice to have an option. Take a flip on the back. Let's take a look. There's some highlights here. It looks more or less the same on what we were kind of talking about. They're saying like it's a high precision keyboard, double injection keycaps, spill proof. So as you can see, I don't know if you can kind of see, but it's the standard where it's a flat surface. The keys kind of sit on top of it. So if you do spill something on it, you can actually pop the keys up very easily and go ahead and clean the thing out, which would probably do very well for the situation that I had where I'd actually spilled beer on my keyboard. That said, if you look at my old keyboard, this is a standard Dell simple keyboard. I've had this thing for a long time. In fact, I think I got it for free originally. So I'm not too concerned about that. Anyways, outside that, it does say that it is made in Dongguan City. I don't know where that is. Actually, there's like 4 cities and villages listed on here. I don't even know how to read that. It's down here in the corner. It's kind of interesting. Anyways, all right, so let's go ahead and start taking this thing open. Just get Theme. Right. Go ahead and begin unboxing. Nice brown box. Gotta love it. Tab here. And alright. So what do we see right out of the box? Well, number one, it seems to be pretty well insulated, padded in here. Nice little buffers on the side. Don't know what this is. I'm assuming this is probably to remove the mechanical keys itself. That's what it looks like to me at least. Let's go ahead and take the foam off the sides. Pretty nice. They actually have a little layer there. I don't know if you can tell, but that's the padding in between the side of the keyboard and the box. Pretty nice. Or standard, whatever you want. And taking this off, and let's see what we got here. Keyboard itself, flip this around, get a better view of it. Oops. Alright, keyboard itself looks pretty nice actually. Give some pressure on the keys. Does it have little feet? Yes, it's got feet. Feet's open. See, how do the keys feel initially? Yeah, I can kind of feel that bump. It's see, it gives a little bit, then bump. It does have that feel to it. I don't know if these are exactly the same as, the MX Browns, but pretty close. I kind of like the feel of them though. It's, it gives, and then probably once you get about, maybe a millimeter down, you can feel the bump, and then bump, and then it goes to the bottom, pretty much linear from that point. So it is exactly what we were kind of looking for. The bump might be a little bit higher than what you're used to, but I mean, it feels pretty good to me. It looks like the keys themselves, I don't know if you can see here, but they look like they actually are see-through. You can actually see the mechanical keys there at the bottom. So I mean, it definitely is a mechanical keyboard. And the roller wheel, it's got a little bump feel to it. It's not quite ideal. I was really hoping it was more going to be just complete linear roller, but I can deal with that. That's pretty good. Here's your, let's see, here your USBs. It looks like you got one here that's actually powering the keyboard itself, and then this one says port, so this must be the port. And up top, you have one USB pass through right here. See if there's any other ones on the sides, below, anything like that. Can't see any. So, okay, so you got one USB pass through. Also has a wrist guard here that obviously I didn't mention before, but putting your wrist down. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of putting my wrist down when I use my keyboard, but it's pretty nice. I mean, I do like that it's a full keyboard. So let's go ahead and plug this baby up to the computer and see how it does. Alright, so you got the keyboard all plugged in, set up. I actually have both my keyboards on my computer right now, just to make sure nothing funky happens here, but everything seems to be going pretty good so far. So what I've kind of noticed, so here are your programmable keys. These P buttons here actually control the colors on here. Looks like this M key here, it's like a light bulb with a little M on it. I guess it's the presets. So as you can see right now, we kind of have the color changing here, going from left to right, rainbow, pretty cool. If I switch to P1, it's got the same thing, but if I hit this M button, okay, so now we have the whole keyboard's kind of switching between the different colors. Have one where it looks like it's the red, it's kind of floating around, same with the green. Here we just have a solid color in red. And okay, so that one can pulses on and off, so on and so forth. So all the different keys appear to do different things. P3 actually seems to have nothing on it right now. As far as the P buttons go, you can also set them for gaming. So let's go back to P1 and let's go ahead and hit this LR button. All right, so this looks like it's the highlight keys that you want for your game. So as you can see, by default, the WASD, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and R seem to be highlighted here. read through the manual. It seems like it's pretty easy to be able to set these. So basically what you do is I have P1 set, I hit LR. So now what I'm going to need to do is hit LR again. When I do that, okay, so these three buttons flashing right here, or the three LED indicators flashing right here, means that I can program a button now. So if you look over here, so this key is going to indicate what the color is. So if I hit FN and forward, you can see it's now changing to like a pulsing red here. But let's do something that's a little bit easier for us to see. Oops. Let's do, okay, so there's a green. So as you can see, I changed green because I hit it. But if I hit G here, G is going to be green. If I want to change it to a different color, here's the same blue. Okay, so that's like a blue color. Let's change it again. And then it's blue. So we got green, kind of greenish blue. I guess it's like aqua. And then that's blue. So you can see this is how you change colors. If you have everything the way you want it, just go ahead and hit LR again, and boom, there you go. So now you have your highlighted keys, GHJ, WASD. As you can see, I can change this between the different ones. So P2 has its own, P3 has its own as well. It seems like this is the default, but that's how you program these keys. Actually pretty simple, kind of like that. The next thing we'll kind of take a peek at will be the these programmable buttons up here. So you have G1 through 12. In order to set those, it's really easy. Actually, all you do is just hit record, hitting the button that you want to record. So I'm hitting G, and then let's say I just want to do something very simple like copy. So I'll do Control C and hit 1 again, or G1 again, and hit record. So now G1 is now set to do a copy. I can do G2 paste. Obviously, you can do any sort of combination on these that you want. That's how they work. Let's see, outside that, let me see if some of these other keys work. I haven't really tested any of the others, but calculator key, very useful. Oh yes, totally. Calculator just definitely popped up on my screen, so that's cool. If I hit mail, I have Outlook, and it looks to go directly to Outlook. So that's pretty cool. I'm guessing if you had a standard Windows without Outlook, it would not go that. But let me close out Outlook, hit it again. Yeah, it's actually opening Outlook, so that's pretty useful as well. And see, there's this Windows lock screen, Windows lock button. Let's go ahead and hit it. It doesn't seem to lock my computer, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. Maybe it's just locking the keyboard. Let's see. No, it's definitely not. So, okay, so I'm not really sure how that works, but here are your media buttons. I'm assuming these work, so I hit this. Okay, yep, so my sound appears to have gone to 0 or off. Do my scrolly bar, and my scrolly bar does appear to be changing the sound. I actually like the way this feels. I was a little skeptical at first. Like I was saying, I was hoping for something that was more linear, but the bump actually feels nice on this. Well, outside of that, I mean, I think that's pretty much the highlights of these. If you have any questions or anything, put them in the comment. I'll try to answer them as I go, but outside of that, I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with this keyboard. So far, so good. It feels good. It looks good. I guess only time will tell at this point, being that it's brand new. But if I have any sort of follow-up on it, I'll let you guys know. And hope so. That's my review for the K550. Let me know if you guys have any questions, as I said, and look forward to hearing from you.